Okay, we are starting. If the dairy at the end of the road there is directly across the street from this driveway. It is very close to a dairy. Apparently they've been good neighbors, but it does make it so that subdividing land is difficult. You can see across the way the dairy is all across and up the hill. This land is part of it. This is not a developed piece of ground right here. These are the table grapes that have been developed and are functional at this point. The owner has been maintaining these, but really isn't producing any income from them at this point, but they are planted. It's a fairly small section here, and this could probably be salvaged and used. I don't know that there would be any market to lease it. The houses start here. If you look across, I'll walk around here in a minute so you can see the other side. This property in the front, this house, is rented for $700 a month. He said it is forced air electric with central air. It is, he said, in very livable condition. They have a long-term tenant in it. He believes he could rent it for $800 a month, but he just has had them living here for quite some time. He said they've been very low-maintenance tenants. It's essentially a 3-bedroom. Most of it is 1 bedroom up and 2 down. He said the basement does have kind of a musty smell to it, but there's not a mold issue. It's just an old-style farmhouse basement. So that house, he believes, is very functional and worth saving. Across this way, you can see there's a road that goes up to where the guy has split off 5 acres. That's where he lives. What happened to him is that he had a commercial landscaping business that went down the toilet when the market collapsed about 5 years ago. He lost everything he had pretty much, but he had his equipment all paid for. So he was able to salvage that, and he started a new venture growing flowers, and he worked with that for a number of years, and has been using the greenhouses. This second house here, and the shop building, is rented for $450. It does not have a heating source. The people provide a portable heater of their own. He said overall it's otherwise not in bad condition, but not as good as the front house. And again, he said he's always been able to rent it for at least that much, but there's no heating source. There's a window wall air conditioning unit. On this side, you can see all of the land, the irrigated land that has been set up for table grapes. They've never been planted. He ran out of money. All the poles are in place, and truly, after speaking with the owner, he does not believe there's a market to be able to lease it as is. If the poles were taken out, it could be leased in a heartbeat for a farmer to come in and plant, grow hay, corn, whatever. But the poles would have to be removed. No doubt they could probably be resold for a nominal amount. In the distance there, you can see a little high area. That's where the dry ground starts. That dry ground is it's not being used for anything right now. It's just weeds and dirt. There really isn't any market for anything to do with that at this point. He tried to subdivide it and had it approved for a family subdivision for 4 homes, but because the land isn't farmable, however, for a subdivision to be able to sell the lots, he does not believe that would be possible. These are the commercial greenhouses that he would very much like to be able to lease back. He said since he's in the process of making a capital investment in his plants and he already has the equipment, what he was hoping was, $800 or $900 a month for at least a couple years, and then possibly ratchet it up from there. What he's hoping is that he would be able to use this 6 or 7 acres all the way out to the road and be able to improve it and have some kind of a distribution point where he'd build a little building or have a way to be able to sell his product. He's growing mostly produce now. So that is an overview of the entire property. Again, the trees are all on this property. The edge of the property here goes down to about where those reeds are. There's a nice view. It's a very nice part of town. The problem may be the dairy across the street for some people. The lot is it's a half a mile wide a half a mile deep and a 1/4 mile wide, and it has a ton of potential. It's going to take some work, but there is a ton of potential here. So I will send this information over to you, and I'll email you some of the information that I got from him, and then you can see if there's any other information you'd like me to gather. Okay, I'll talk to you soon, and this is a project, but it's a good one. Thanks.